produce the Saturday morning fun that they so desired. Until now.
What? Impossible!
Hi.
It's another one this month, the first time this ever happened, as a celebration of the 2-year anniversary, as well as being late last time.
Yeah.
Because of Avenue Q and The Wizard of Oz, 2 evil musicals.
Yeah, one of which I was literally in one scene because I was in a wheelchair.
Yeah, short of your leg.
Fun. Oh. Yeah, it's getting better. I can walk, just not well.
So what's it today? Not gone and back again, nope.
No, we've got the Slumbering Guardian.
Based off of everyone's favorite musical, Shrek.
Yeah.
Mr. Nezra's donkey, obviously. Archibald is Shrek.
But
Mr. Lent is Farquaad.
somebody once told me that there was a different musical it was based off of.
Really? What could that be?
I think it was, yeah, it was The Drowsy Chaperone.
Yeah, it's The Drowsy Chaperone. Those who've seen it, you're probably like, what? Like Aldolfo. And only those who've seen The Chaperone who would know who Aldolfo is.
Yeah, and if you haven't, you'll probably find out by the end of this, even though you won't hear too many. What?
You only hear one.
Yeah.
But The Drowsy Chaperone, I was underling, which was a lot of fun. For those who don't know, it's about a cranky old man who lives in his apartment and hates everything, so he decides to show the audience The Drowsy Chaperone, his favorite musical that changed his life. And the play is not very good. It's kind of hokey, it's kind of lame, there's poor motivations. And
I mean, it's hilarious.
the play is funny, but the play within the play is intentionally bad. It's one of the funniest musicals I've seen ever. It's got
it's pretty hilarious.
But like the play within a play is the hokey lame one.
Yeah.
It's got gangsters.
It's like A Midsummer Night's Dream.
It's got like the mechanicals them.
Right, yeah.
It's got gangsters pretending to be pastry chefs. It's got an angry producer. There's got an obnoxious flapper. There's the Latin Lothario, Adolfo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so The Drowsy Chaperone, the Slumbering Guardian, is a bit different than The Drowsy Chaperone, and is a bit different from any other VeggieTales episode to date.
Yeah. First of all, I mean, it had to be different from The Drowsy Chaperone because, to be fair, there are some things that a VeggieTales episode would not get away with.
Yeah, like you guys thought we had to change Avenue Q. We had to get rid of the racist stuff with Trix, the homosexual themes with Trix. We had to get rid of the alcoholism. We had to get rid of what the Toledo Surprise really is. We have to get rid of... there's some stuff we had to... Message from a Nightingale. More or less, you'll find out. But there's a lot we got rid of because The Drowsy Chaperone's like 2 hours. So we had to trim it down.
Yeah, and obviously we have to take out some stuff, as we just said. So, yeah.
But this is different from any number of VeggieTales episode.
Oh, yes. It is... the first VeggieTales episode, and probably only, who knows, maybe we might do this kind of style again. That might be kind of fun. But anyways, this is the first one to be,
staged.
Actually, technically not, Omelette.
But not the full thing.
Right, yeah. And Omelette was Omelette, and that's in its whole own category.
Yeah, and Englishman, it went up the hill.
That's also true.
But this is
that was on a film.
But this is the first one that's completely staged from beginning to
Right.
end. So all the set pieces are, not like Omelette, because they're actually good set pieces.
Right, yeah,
Yeah. Imagine if like a high quality production got a hold of Omelette and did it. That's basically it. So they're on a stage, they've got props, they have lines to memorize. Sorry, Bob.
Whether or not they actually do that.
Yeah, so this is a lesson in priorities. Can you explain the lesson while I get the cast list going?
So, lesson, priorities, yeah. It's
priorities.
A lot of just what you should be putting first in your life. Like, all the different characters have something that they are putting ahead of important things, like putting material matters over love, or putting spousey love over God love, and this stuff and
Exactly.
such. So yeah.
So the cast is, the man in chair is Mr. Nezer. He's the guy who shows the chaperone, or the drowsy chaperone.
Basically the narrator.
Yeah, he serves as the narrator for this story, but he's
Yep.
not as cranky or distant as the man in chair, and he's a little funnier.
And he's actually just Mr. Nezer.
Well, he's not, like, funny, but you know what I mean? He's trying to be funnier.
Right.
Rodney Malloy is Robert. He's Larry.
Played by me.
Greg is, George. He's Bob, read by me. George is the best man. Then there's Jillian Mathergraff, who's Janet Vandegraff in Drowsy, who is the bride. That's Petunia. The sleepy guardian, or slumbering guardian, herself, Miss Ekmetha.
Read by this dude right
Funny
here.
thing about this character, she has a bigger role in this than she does in the Drowsy Chaperone. Because,
Yeah.
aside from Trix, I'd actually say that the Chaperone is the least important character in the play. Maybe, no, not the gangsters, because the gangsters are in it more, but she's probably one of the least important. Even though she ends up with Aldolfo, spoiler alert, she's in, like, the fewest scenes, but the scenes she's in are the biggest. It's kind of hard to explain, but she doesn't really amount to anything, except for, well, you can. Remember that?
Yeah.
Mr. Feldzig is Mr. Feldzig.
Yeah.
That's where we got the name.
Uh-huh.
And he plays Mr. Feldzig, and I read for him. Catherine, who is Kitty, is Eden. This is the only character that is not basically the same as in the Drowsy Chaperone.
We basically just changed the whole character.
Yeah, because Kitty is an obnoxious, annoying frame dresser like Flapper who wants to be... A Flapper is a background dancer, by the way, who wants to be a big star.
Right.
A leading lady, like he was about to say. But in this, she wants to be a leading lady, but she's too shy. Alfonso is read by Alfonso.
Yeah.
And he's Mr. Lunt.
Yep. This is up there with Mitch Telly as one of my favorite Mr. Lunt roles. He's so fun to do in this
So
one.
how did we work Aldolfo into this?
I mean, he's basically the same. Alfonso and Aldolfo were basically done the same way, except for just take out some of the adult elements.
Mm-hmm. Aldolfo is probably the most adult character in the play.
Yeah, but Alfonso's basically just the kid-friendly version of that.
Mm-hmm. Madame Trottingham is Mrs. Tottingdale, read by Madame Blueberry, and played by Madame Blueberry, read by him.
Yeah.
Underling is Minion, played by Archibald. Had to be read by me, because, you know, I kind of know stuff.
Yeah, you know what's what.
The pastry chefs are bank creditors in this one. Instead of gangsters, they are bank creditors who Mr. Feldzig owes money.
What's the difference?
And then there's Jean-Claude and Philippe.
Which, that, honestly, I'm Philippe. And this time, I'm not Jean-Claude. He's Jean-Claude.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Like last time, gone and back again from here on out, it seems like I'm going to be Jean-Claude.
Yeah, we made the decision mainly, A, I think just because, we can have variety that way. And B, there are singing parts in this one where they're both singing, and...
Especially Toledo Surprise.
Right, I can't sing as two different French peas at the same time.
Because you got to sound like this, and he has to sound like something else.
I have to sound like this, and I cannot sound like this if I were trying to combine them.
And we can't really double track, because it's not how this show works.
Yeah. So, yeah,
That's
honestly, the casting... First of all, I have to say, I like the casting for all these. But I really like Jean-Claude and Philippe as these pastry chefs. I think it just fits so well, in my opinion.
Because, like,
In my humble opinion.
it was going to be Jimmy and Jerry, but I just felt this worked so well.
Yeah.
Now, Aldolfo was the first person I cast, but these guys were pretty close after, because I felt like their dynamic worked better. It's like the Peony brothers. It's reminiscent of that.
Right.
Then there's Ace, who's Trix, played by Khalil, read by him. For what little he's in here, Trix is the most useless character in the Drowsy Chaperone. She's not useless, but she's, like, barely there.
Right. She's kind of supposed to be useless. She's like Larry from the Pinky and the Brain and Larry.
I'm Larry!
Only the difference is Larry's there the whole time with no purpose, and she just shows up for no purpose and then leaves.
Well, she shows up for a purpose, because
Yeah,
she
okay.
has to fly them to Rio, but she doesn't, like, amount to anything.
Right.
And so, yeah, priorities, there's songs in this one.
Yeah.
We took Fancy Dress, Toledo Surprise, Message from a Nightingale, and Love is Always Lovely in the end.
Yeah, so we actually just directly took the song. We changed the lyrics, of course, but the songs themselves are the same.
For the most part. We changed
Right.
some of the lyrics. Well,
Or,
Fancy
like-
Dress is the same.
Right.
Except for, like, a couple things. Toledo Surprise has been reworked into Form 284.
Well, I don't want to don't want to give that away. You'll see. Just remember what the French peas are instead of gangsters, and
then the name Form 284.
Yeah.
And how much you hate going to a bank. Message from a Nightingale is now Legend of the Mockingbird.
And it's a lot different, kind of. I mean,
it's technically the exact same with no difference, but it's also technically no different at all.
And it's also technically very, very different.
Because this is a very racist song.
So, we changed it?
What we did is we put it through Google Translate 53 times. And we got amazing lyrics. Now, keep in mind, this song is supposed to sound bad. So, he's singing it bad on purpose. Because he doesn't know what's going on. Because we, like I said, we put message from a Nightingale into Google Translate so much.
It wasn't on purpose. I'm kidding, it was.
Let's see. Then Love is Always Lovely is kind of the same, just with more Jesus-y stuff. So, I'll read it as underlined. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ice waters of all ages, the slumbering guardian. Open to Mr. Nezza sitting in a chair on the side of a stage. Oh, hello everyone! Welcome to VeggieTales. I am Mr. Nezza, your host for this evening. Bob and Larry can't be here right now, they're getting ready for today's show. And I'll bet you're wondering why we're not in the usual countertop today, and we're on a stage instead. Well, after many, many years of doing the same type of format, we agreed to change things up a bit. So, the cast of VeggieTales is proud to present the first ever staged episode of the show. That's right, completely staged. Right here from the Performing Arts Center in Lombard, Illinois. A lot of hard work went into this one, and we hope you enjoy it. Anyways, the show comes in answer to a letter we got from a young lady named Judy LaFollette from Fremont, Nebraska. That's right, she wants to know what it means to have your priorities in order. Well, Judy, we hope this answers your question. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the Slumbering Guardian. The curtain goes up and Madame Trottingham and Minion enter.
Minion?
Yes, madam?
Minion!
Yes, madam?
Minion, where are you?
I'm right behind you, madam.
Oh, there you are. I need to know what outfit I should wear tonight.
Madame Trottingham pulls out 2 dresses.
Should I wear this dress or this dress? Choose quickly. I haven't any time to wait.
Well, the one on the left is a more neutral color, but the one on the right brings out your eyes more. That's a tough choice.
I'll just wear both.
Both?
Oui.
Madame Trottingham goes behind a divider, then comes out wearing both dresses.
There we go. Now, one more question.
What is it, madam?
Why am I so concerned with wearing a fancy dress?
Have you honestly forgotten?
No. Oui.
I shall remind you then. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Madam, you're the hostess and it's happy wedding time. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will gong. Wedding bells will ding-a-ling and we will ding along. Your dress, your fancy dress. I'm very, very glad you put it on. Oh my. Wedding guests have come, wedding guests are here. Wedding guests are at the door and soon they will appear. All right, everyone, doors are open, come on in.
I'm Rodney, I'm the groom. I'm here to marry Jillian, big star of the silver screen. I love her a lot.
I'm Greg, yes Greg, so punctual, and honored to be doing what a best man ought. Ah, Miss Trottingham, now don't worry, this whole wedding's gonna be all spick and span. I've carefully laid out all the interstitials and schedules and organized them into a nifty folder. This thing is gonna be magical, you can count on me.
Oh, that's good, because if it didn't turn out well, I'd have to fire you.
You'd fire me from being my friend's best man?
Oui.
Rodney?
Sorry, Greg. She's rich.
I'm Falzig, producer. Jillian's my leading lady. I'm gonna stop this wedding and enact my plot. I'm Catherine, shy Catherine, intern for Mr. Falzig. Oh, talent I have plenty, but courage have not.
We're pastry chefs.
Yes, pastry chefs.
We cross our hearts with pastry chefs. No fakery
A bakery
is what we've got.
Alfonso, Alfonso, handsome and suave Alfonso. I am so very stylish and show it a lot.
You are so very stylish, but you brag a lot.
Hey,
Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate our happy wedding time. Someone hasn't come, someone isn't here. Where is Jillian Mathograph and when will she appear? Not under here. It's Jillian, it's Jillian, it's Jillian Mathograph. I'm Jillian, Jillian Mathograph, here to marry Rodney Malloy, giving up a life of glamour to tie the knot.
enough of the singing already. Fine. Way to spoil the moment.
What a cast we have, huh? The happy bride and groom, the neurotic best friend, the grouchy guardian, an overworked butler, a ditzy billionairess, an evil producer, two bankers disguised as pastry chefs, and an overly shy intern. And a Latin Lothario at that. What more do you need for an evening's entertainment?
Ace enters.
I'm Ace. I'm Ace, king of the sky, pilot with the plane. We're not singing anymore. We're not. Why? She stopped it. Who are you anyway? I'm the wedding's guardian. The what? The guardian. Jillian hired me to look over everything going on here and make sure it's going according to plan.
Hey, wait! That's my job!
That was your job.
But I'm the best man!
Congratulations. Just stay out of my way. I have a very specific working condition.
What's that?
I don't like talking to people.
It's okay, Greg. She's really good at this, but I'm sure she'll let you help out.
No, I won't.
Never mind. But I made all these plans and schematics.
I'll be taking those. No, these will never do. They're all wrong.
All wrong? Well, maybe she...
And what are you two still doing here? Together? Beg pardon? Don't mind me. I'll just be out back, tending to my aeroplane. Come get me when you need me.
Ace exits.
Anyway, it's bad luck for the bride and groom to see each other on their wedding day. I won't allow it.
Good thinking. So, Rodney, come...
Don't step on my toes, little man.
Look who's talking.
Come, Jillian, before something bad happens.
Okay, first let me get one of these crullers. Jillian eats a cruller. It's undercooked.
The bad luck has begun. Come, hurry.
Guardian drags Jillian away.
It's going to be hard not seeing Jillian for a while.
You think that's bad? Well...
Greg, whose wedding day is it?
Jillian's?
And...
Yours.
there we go.
Curtain goes down.
Now we move our attention from the A plot to the B plot. This plot focuses on Mr. Felzig and two shady characters who seem to take an interest in the wedding's future.
The curtain go up to show Mr. Felzig and Catherine. This is unbelievable, Catherine. Why would Jillian leave a life of luxury to be a nothing-else wife? I don't know, Mr. Felzig. Love is such a beautiful thing, and look at them. They're so happy. Well, I'm not. And when I'm unhappy, everyone else is unhappy. Get it? Sure, it's nice to be loved by one person, but it's nothing compared to being loved by everyone everywhere and having millions of dollars to boot. I'm not really sure it's the same. And the worst part is that if Jillian does leave, I got no leading lady to replace her. You could what? I could mop the floor, and I'll get right to that if I want to make a good impression. Catherine frantically mops the floor. I just don't understand that girl. The creditors enter.
Mr. Felzig?
And not now, boys. I'm not in the mood for a snack.
Well, we're not here to offer you our wares.
We are here to give you your just desserts.
Eh? What?
You see, Mr. Felzig?
We are not actually pastry chefs.
I can see that. Given the quality of what you're cooking.
What's that supposed to mean?
Focus, man. We here are the representatives of the Bugsville Bank.
You are? Mr. Felzig isn't here right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
We know it's you.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
You have fallen behind on your loan payment, and we've run out of patience.
Catherine, how much do you got on you? 63 cents? That's a start, and how much do I owe?
$75,000.
Never mind. Listen, boys, I can pay you back with the money from my next movie, yeah. I just need Jillian to stay with the program. You're gonna ruin the wedding? It's for our own good. Showbiz gives you what really makes you happy.
And how do you suppose you're going to stop this thing?
Oh, easy. I hired somebody who I think could give me some help.
The girl?
Me? Huh? That's ridiculous. She's got nerves of jelly. Ouch. Sorry, doll. Collateral damage.
Then who do you have?
Alfonso runs in.
Da-da-da-da! Introducing the handsomest man alive, dead, or anywhere in between. The man all women want, and the man all men want to be. Or else they're just kidding themselves. It's me, the great Alfonso. Hey, what gives? Where's the spotlight? Where are the cymbal crashers? Where are the indoor fireworks?
What are you talking about?
I require at least those things whenever I make an entrance in the room. You just can't find good help these days.
Actually, Alfonso.
The great Alfonso.
The great Alfonso.
That's better.
You are the help.
Oh, yes. Where would you be without my amazing, mighty help?
I guess we're gonna figure out then, won't we?
So, what do you need me to do, Mr. Felden thingy?
Belzig.
No, it's Alfonso. The great Alfonso. We just went over this.
Listen up, buddy. We gotta stop this wedding so the bride can come back to me and work for me again and I can get rich and pay off the loan, okay? All you need to do is convince the groom that he doesn't want to get married.
Now, what kind of man is this groom? A big man? A tiny man? A silly man? A boring man? A funky, chunky man?
Just the man.
Oh, but alas, I cannot work my magic on average men. They're too plain to be associated with me.
Then you'll just have to convince the bride.
What kind of woman is this bride? A big woman? A tiny woman? A silly woman?
Just go!
I'm going.
Alfonso exits. I'm sure he'll do fine.
He better.
Or we'll have to send in the big guns to get the job done. An IRS agent.
No, not an IRS agent. They so boring and dull and socially dead.
Then stop the wedding and get the money.
I will. I guess one can only hope that this works, right? Get it? Can only hope?
Don't patronize us, Felzig.
We're bakers, not comedians.
And you can't get two more different things.
That point. The curtain goes down.
Bakers can be quite irritating people to work with, can't they? One time I was... Never mind. I don't want to distract too much from the moment. As we can see here, Mr. Felzig has his values in the wrong place. He thinks that fame and fortune are better than true, honest love. And he's willing to go as far as to break up a wedding to get his point across. You'll just have to wait and see how that turns out, however. Now, let's check with Jillian and the Guardian in the bridal suite, the latter becoming quickly overworked with her abundant workload that she stole from the best man.
The curtain goes up to show Jillian and the Guardian in the bridal suite. Come on, Guardian, can't I see Rodney once? Just once. Guardian!
There are gorillas in the walls. What? Oh, it's just you.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. I'm just a little drowsy from all the work.
Maybe I should take a nap then.
And risk you going out and seeing the groom? Never. Where is that butler with my Danish? A Danish, my kingdom for a Danish.
You have a kingdom?
Not yet.
Minion enters.
You're Danish, madam.
About time. Who fills a Danish with creamed spinach?
Our caterers, apparently. And your ice water, madam.
Minion gives Jillian a glass. What is this?
Sardine oil.
I thought you said it was ice water.
Our distinguished pastry chefs have been so kind as to give all their pretentious items code words, and apparently ice water is code for sardine oil.
That is disgusting.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're not really pastry chefs at all.
Minion exits.
What a lousy. Oh, Oh, there's another one.
I think you need to get some rest.
No, never.
Okay, but here, why don't you try out this quilt I made? Jillian puts a blanket over Guardian.
Nice try, but
Oh, and here, have a glass of warm milk.
thank you,
And
but
I've been working on this lullaby, just in case. What, doesn't everybody do that? Okay, here we go. Go to sleep. Now's my chance to get out of here. Jillian exits as Alfonso enters. Oops, excuse me.
I hereby excuse you. Ahem. Hey, lady, wake up! What? What? Da-da-da-da! Presenting the most magnificent specimen you will ever see. The man with a heart and tooth of gold, both of which are irresistible to everyone. It's the great Alfonso! Uh-huh. Are you the bride? Oh, sure. Wake up! Yeah! Oh, you're still here. I know. I am. Try to contain your excitement and listen up for me. As the bride, who is you are going to listen to the great Alfonso, who is me. I have come to tell you that you can't get married. Makes sense. So you won't get married? Huh? So you won't get married? Oh, no. No. Wonderful. Ha! I've done it again. Nighty-night. What? Nighty-night? It's only 2 in the afternoon, and I should know. The great Alfonso is the best at telling time. It all started when I was a boy. Hey, wake up! Nobody sleeps when I'm... Oh, leave me be or I will get married to... What's the groom's name? You don't know the name of the man you're marrying? Names aren't important. The point is, go away. Only because I want to. Score 1 for the A-man.
The curtain goes down. And there are 2 more people with issues. Alfonso,
The great Alfonso.
the great Alfonso, being too focused on his superficial side, things like Mr. Feldzig. Then there's the slumbering guardian herself, who is too distracted with her job, and so dedicated that it hurts. I'll get back to that soon, but for now, we have to have the main plot carry itself out. The curtain goes up to show Jillian in the garden. Oh, Rodney, wherefore art thou, Rodney?
I am here, my love. Where here is, I'm not really sure.
What's with the blindfold?
Well, Greg had me...
Over here.
Oh. Greg had me wear it so that I wouldn't actually see you tonight. It's a nice gesture, but I keep bumping into things. A wall, a column, another wall, Mr. Feldzig, and Madame Toddington's prized cactus collection.
Ow.
Yeah, Mr. Feldzig wears the pointiest hat ever. But I'm here now, and I feel great.
Well, if you leave that on, you won't be seeing me, so technically we could stay out here without doing anything wrong.
Smart girl.
Aw, you're sweet.
What happened to the Guardian?
Overworked herself and fell asleep. But that's enough with her. Let's talk about us. So, what do you see for us in the future?
Well, I see the 2 of us moving somewhere far away, like the distant country. A nice house with a white picket fence, and a large yard for our children to play in.
That's exactly what I want for us, too.
Great. Well, I can't actually see it.
Yeah, I guess not, but it really feels great to be loved this much by someone, you know? I'm so used to a bunch of hollow and shallow attention from fans and entourage, but this is different.
It is. You're the most important thing in the world to me.
Aww.
Except for God, of course.
What do you mean by that?
Well, God's my Lord and Savior. He's the center of my life.
Are you saying that you like him more than me?
Jillian, please.
No, you please.
Beg pardon?
No, it's fine. It's fine to have your husband-to-be care more about someone else other than you. That's how all the good marriages go.
Well, it's not like that.
Then answer me this, Rodney Malloy. Who is more important to you, God or me?
Well, come on. God says to love him above all else. I still care about you more than anyone else here, but...
Oh, I see how it is. Jillian exits.
Jillian, wait!
Rodney bumps into a rose bush.
Ow!
Curtain goes down.
And there we go to see the final part of this lesson. These 4 people, oh boy, they got a lot of issues. I think they're self-explanatory at this point, but, you know. Oh, we're ready already? Hey. Well, that rules out the tongue. Now, on to the next scene. Curtain goes up to show Mr. Felzig and Catherine pacing around.
Where's that lunatic? Mr. Felzig? Why? Can't you see I'm worrying here? If you need a new leading lady, I think I could help, because I was thinking that we could try really hard to get Jillian back. Genius. The creditors enter.
All right, Mr. Felzig, we are tired of waiting. We need an answer now.
Will there or will there not be a wedding in the end?
See, I got a guy who's working on this for me. He's good, I swear.
Alfonso enters.
Everyone, stop what you're doing. The great Alfonso requires your attention. What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, what? There were no sudden unscheduled announcements scheduled in this wedding at all.
Isn't the Guardian in charge of that sort of thing?
You don't need to remind me.
I suppose I don't, but your reactions are just so funny.
Please, madam, do be reasonable here.
Oh, lighten up, minion.
What's the announcement, the great Alfonso? As if we really need to ask.
Well, since you did ask, I, the great Alfonso, with all my handsome glory, am proud to announce that the wedding is off.
Why?
Well, I, the great Alfonso, who is... Get to the point! Fine, spoil the moment. Anyways, I helped the bride realize that she doesn't want to get married.
Guardian enters.
What a nice nap. Does anyone have any pastries? Non-spinach filled ones are preferred. And there she is.
That's not the bride, that's the guardian.
What?
But then where's the bride?
Oh, don't get your stem into a wrinkle. The point is, the wedding is still on.
I am in big trouble.
That's right, you are.
It's clear that you won't be getting the money soon. So you're going to have to fill out Form 284.
What's Form 284?
Only the most brutal bank form in the history of banks.
Allow us to explain.
For the check, sign your name.
Fill the blanks, all the same.
There's 100 times more. Form 284. Uh-oh. Your address, accounting for where the old money will go. Filling it out is a chore. Form 284. When you write it up,
If you light it up,
or try to fight it up, or you try to run, you start over, you'll get it. When you won't fill it out, lose your dough. Who could ask for more? Form 284.
So I'm in hot water, huh?
you'd better believe it, Buster.
Mr. Felzig, I'm in the middle of something here. I was just wondering if, I could sing the next verse, please? It's their choice, Catherine.
Be our guest.
Thanks! Oh, that 284 is such a bore. Been nothing like this before. Oh, no. Ta-da! Dot your I's and cross your T's. No way out, not even please. Please don't tell me there is more. Form 284! Stop the song! Stop the song!
Please, don't do this.
What's the matter? The wedding is off. Now that's more like it. I mean, oh, how tragic, I'm gonna cry. Apparently, this fellow here thinks that loving God is more important than loving his own wife-to-be.
Oh dear, this seems backwards indeed. But not quite in the way you think. It never is.
This is all your fault, Guardian. If you didn't doze off and lose track of the bride, none of this would have happened.
Hey, I had a lot of work to do.
The work you stole from me. Oh, this is a great day. Time to celebrate. When you write it up, if you light it up, or try to fight it up, or you try to run, start over.
Form 284. Yeah!
Is it form?
It really isn't pretty.
Is it form?
It really isn't pretty.
Is it form? It really isn't pretty.
It's not getting prettier. Let's go.
Makes me twitch, makes me shake. The document takes a cake, eats something to the blow. From 284.
Form 284.
From 284. The form.
The form.
Here comes the pins, everybody!
Ho, 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 ho.
The form!
Hard to keep up with all this.
No kidding.
Talk about a workout.
It's good for my rugged, manly abs.
Uh-oh, here we go. For the check, sign your name, fill the blanks, all the same. There's 100 times more from 284. There's no getting away, there's no getting away. That's a nasty Form 284.
The curtain goes down, and now we reach the end of Act 1. Ooh, this certainly looks like quite the pickle, doesn't it? If only these people would learn the importance of properly placed priorities. Wink, wink. Boy, that's a lot of P's, isn't it? Anyways, during our intermission, Larry, the actor who plays Rodney, has been so kind as to give up his break to give you a silly song to tide you over. So without further ado, Legend of a Mockingbird.
Mr. Nezzer?
What is it?
I accidentally grabbed the wrong lyric sheet. I grabbed the Moogle translated copy that Jimmy and Jerry were messing around with.
Why are they here at all?
Well, they and Junior are the stagehands. What do I do?
Just go with it. Read that version. You're already on stage. And it's looking kind of bad just you standing there.
Okay. And they have the people, interesting, and 5 people can find the beautiful are the winners. Egg roses, maybe rice, and that's a little tiresome and confusing. Best advice, some barbecue. Do you have a song? What is unique is in the clear. This is the most beautiful woman in the world is known. Chest hair. There is not only the slime.
Okay, stop. That's enough.
Can I go?
Please. Larry exits. Well, that was something, wasn't it? Let's hope we get better quality control next time. Sorry about that.
My fault. Well, his fault, but yeah, sorry.
Anywho, time for Act 2. Now it's 1 hour later, and most people have calmed down. We see the groom and the best man having a discussion, and it's clear that they haven't calmed down at all.
The curtain goes up to show Rodney and Greg pacing around the room as Alfonso is sitting in a chair sleeping.
I'm amazing. I am so beautiful. I just don't get it, Greg. We were so in love, and now it's over. All because I said I love God more.
Well, don't worry, Rodney. Everything's gonna be fine.
How do you know?
I don't know.
Oh, that's very reassuring.
No problem.
Oh, never mind.
It's gonna be fine.
I hope so.
Rodney and Greg exit.
Poor guy. It must hurt to have that happen. Of course, I never experienced anything like that, so, go me, I guess.
Creditor 1 enters.
Oh, looky here.
Your cruller, Monsieur Alfonso.
Thanks. Hey, what kind of topping is on this?
Why, brown sugar, of course.
This doesn't look like brown sugar.
Fine, we ran out, so we used onion meal and sawdust.
Ew, get that away from me.
Creditor 1 exits as Guardian enters.
Do you mind? I always mind. It's what I do. I'm trying to help Madam Trottingham clean up here, and your chair is in the way. Could you move it aside? Oh, yes, of course. Then do it. You asked if I could, not if I would. You must be pretty proud of yourself. Thanks to your boss, the wedding is through. Hey, nobody is my boss. Mr. Felzig just hired me. Doesn't that make him your boss? Well, look who's talking. You helped ruin the wedding more than we did. Your little slack-off escapade is what caused the bride to wander off and end it. I wasn't slacking off. I was tired because of the work you stole from the little red fellow.
Greg Earnest. I hate to eavesdrop, guys, but I'm not too fond of the term little red fellow.
You there! Did this guardian-type person steal your job?
Well, sort of.
I rest my wonderfully amazing case. So, you're upset? Not a bit. Not you.
Not about that, but this whole wedding thing going down the drain. That's what I'm upset about.
Well, sorry. I got tired from getting overworked.
Why do you push yourself so hard?
Well, it's my job to do it. If I don't, then I'm lazy. And lazy folk aren't worth anything. Ah, it all makes sense now. Well, what's that supposed to mean? You're so insecure that you take as many odd jobs as you can to look important. That's so sad. Oh, like you're any better. All you do is talk about how handsome and dashing you are. You're probably just compensating for something. At least I do my job, you sleepy person.
Zing.
I know. I do my job. At least I have a job that actually matters.
Okay, stop. That's enough. Both of you have a problem.
But
I forgot my line.
you what?
So Greg explained that the two of their issues were, quite self-explanatory in and of themselves, but explain them anyway. Both of them were focusing so much on worldly things. Things that, while yes, make them happy down here, it wouldn't last in the end. And that when we're all in heaven, we wouldn't be worried about our appearance or how much work we get done or what people think of us, but how our Father in heaven thinks of us, and just how much He loves us.
I owe you one.
Wow, that really puts things into perspective. We're sorry.
No need to apologize. You just got a little mixed up.
I suppose so, but I am so dashing.
Alfonso!
Sorry, it's a force of habit now. So, what do we do now?
I say we have to save the wedding. As the best man, it's my duty. But I could use some help if you guys are interested.
I'm in. I owe it to Jillian.
Great! Alfonso?
I don't know. I gave my word to Mr. Felzig. That dirtbag, Alfonso baby. Betraying him would be like betraying Darth Vader. Only, he's far less lovable.
Yeah, I'd rather hug another one of Manning Trottingham's cacti.
Another?
We played Truth or Dare.
So what'll it be, Alfie? It's Alfonso. Never Alfie. Also, never Alfredo. Never George, John, Paul, or Ringo. Just Alfonso. You must say it right when we speak, or it will be all wrong.
Alfonso!
I did it again. Man, changing is hard, but I'll stick with it. Fine. Now, out with it? What the heck. I'm game. Count me in.
All right, gang, let's save a wedding. The curtain goes down.
Good for the guardian Alfonso, huh? But it's not over yet. There's still Jillian and Mr. Felzig to worry about. Unless, of course, we accidentally skipped the rest of the second act, and unless aliens came down to wipe my memory, I'm pretty sure that's not the case. So I'd say we're still going strong. Now, next scene.
Curtain goes up to show Manning, Trottingham, and Minion.
Minion!
Yes, madam?
Minion?
Yes, madam?
Minion, where are you?
I'm right behind you, madam.
Oh, there you are. I need to know what time the pews are going to be taken out.
As soon as the moving crew arrives, madam.
And what time will that be?
Any minute, madam.
Well, make it this minute.
I'm afraid that's not possible. Jillian enters. Oh, I'm not interrupting, am I?
Not at all, my dear. Come and sit down while there are still pews here.
I'll bet you're glad they haven't been taken out now.
Either way.
That's how it always is. How are you, madam?
I'm fine, thank you for asking.
Boy, this is confusing. I was referring to Miss Mathograph here. Oh, I feel bad. I really wanted to marry Rodney and become Miss Jillian Malloy, but now that just can't happen. I mean, in marriage, your spouse is supposed to be the most important person to you, right?
Yes.
So you agree with me?
No.
But you just said...
I said yes, they should be the most important person. But God is not a person.
Has everyone gone crazy?
No, it's just you.
How classy.
God's love for us is so big and so expansive. The least we could do is devote ourselves to Him.
What? I don't get it. What about me?
Well, I'm sorry, but we were made to serve God. And a life lived serving Him is a life that truly matters.
And with his love, there's nothing we can be afraid of or need to be afraid of.
He's right. Here, let us explain it in this way.
Okay.
God's love is always there to calm your freighted spins, but it's a thing on which we can depend. Just like long ago when He forgave Israel's sin, God's love is so lovely in the end.
Yes, madam, but that didn't really end well for them.
Shush. He can solve a quarrel, 'cause He always cares, and He will always be a trusty friend. 'Twas a happy fate for Moses and his desert days. God's love is so lovely in the end.
Don't forget, though, at the very end of it all...
Again, shush. He is good to those who are bad, and to those who are so true.
Though this song has much fun to be had, look at her, I do nothing, we're getting through.
Let's step it up.
Very well. God's love is so lovely in the end. Need some ice water.
He sneaks up behind you and sticks through and through.
His love would never ever offend. He has certainly been kind to me and to you too. God's love is so lovely in the end. Well, look at that, madam. It looks like she's finally getting it. Let's bring it on home.
God's love is so lovely.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. God's love is so lovely in the end. God's love is so lovely in the end. Does that make sense?
It does. God really is the center of... I gotta go find Rodney. Ray, Guardian, and Alfonso and her.
Jillian, we need to talk.
Can't talk. Need to go find Rodney. Jillian exits.
Well, that was easy. So, who's up for pizza?
Curtain goes down.
I've got nothing for that. I think it explains itself. So, weather's nice, isn't it? If it's good where you live, that was a nice song, huh? There's a total of 31 cents in my pocket.
Ready?
Oh, thank goodness. Next scene. Curtain goes up to show Mr. Felsing and Catherine. I've done it! I finally got it! Ha! No Form 284, no debt, no problems. I got it all good. Thanks to Alfonso and that drowsy whatever. I'm good. I'm on easy street.
You are a monster.
Why is that?
I didn't say anything. Nothing at all.
Of course he didn't.
Rodney enters.
Well, it's done. Thanks for coming anyways.
Oh, no problem, my good friend. Happy to support what was going to be a lovely union.
Hey, if you're ever filming in here, let me know. I'd like to say hi.
We'll see about that.
Jillian enters. Rodney?
Jillian?
Rodney!
Jillian!
Oh, Rodney, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was wrong. God is supposed to be,
That's okay. I understand. So, you're taking me back?
If you'll let me.
Absolutely. So, we're getting married?
You better believe we are.
No! This can't be happening! This can't be happening!
Everyone else enters.
What's going on here? We're getting married again. Huzzah!
Yes, huzzah indeed. You can't do this.
Can and will. Oh, by the way, Mr. Felzig, we heard about your little stunt you tried to pull with Alfonso and the Guardian.
You did?
Yep. And even if I was not gonna get married, I would still quit. So I quit effective immediately. No, it was a joke, really.
Well, the deal is done.
Time to call corporate office in order Form 284.
Oh, you boys don't need to do that. Exactly. You've got a perfectly good leading lady right there.
Where's that? Someone behind Catherine?
It is Catherine. Did you hear her voice during that big group number? She's a natural.
I'd love to take the job if you'd let me have it. Why didn't you speak up before? I was too scared you'd say no. No worries, and, now that Jillian ain't here, I guess it's worth a shot. Thank you so much.
Oh, and Felzig, I hope this scenario teaches you a lesson.
I did. I learned that 2 is not a letter.
Other than that, focusing on the shallow side of life will get you nowhere. Exactly. I learned that the hard way.
You?
That's right. See, God has set up a big list of things that will last when we're with Him. Truth, kindness, wisdom, the like. Give them a try and maybe you'll be happier.
I guess.
Alright, I can't wait any longer. Let's get married.
Yeah, about that. What's the issue? Come again?
One more time, please?
And don't forget to enunciate. I forgot the minister!
What?
Sorry!
Greg, you had one job. And by that, I mean you had about 1,000 little jobs comprised into one big job. Then that was one of the tiny ones.
Don't worry, I'm sure everything will be fine.
There's that flawless comfort again.
There has to be someone here who's ordained.
Hello?
Hey, Sinners.
How long is this reception going to take? I was supposed to take the honeymooning couple to Vermont 2 hours ago, and my phone has no service or reception, which is ironic because this is a wedding service and a reception.
Oh, hi, Ace.
I forgot you were here. Thank you for that. We're in a bit of a pickle, you see, Mr. Ace. You see...
Madam Trottingham proceeded to explain the whole story to the pilot, of which, in great detail, by the way, and because you just spent the whole past little bit watching the story, I'll spare you the tedium.
And now we have no minister! Greg!
I'm sorry!
Good golly, that really is a problem. But fear not, for I am an ordained minister.
There's no time for jokes, Ace.
This is not a joke. I was bored one summer day, so I went online, and 4 hours later, bada bing, bada boom, I'm an official minister in every state except for Oklahoma, Arkansas, West Virginia, and a couple counties in Kentucky.
You did all this because you were bored?
Oh, yes, I did. After all, ministering
Let me guess, runs very deep in your family.
No, it runs a lucrative business.
Oh, I see.
Why are we all standing around here? Come on, let's go out to my plane.
Everyone exits as the curtain goes down.
Here we are, the final scene. This ought to be good, huh? I'm on the edge of my seat. Not really, I mean, I know how it ends. I've been through all the rehearsals. But let's just pretend I don't, because I want to be surprised along with you.
The curtain goes up to show Ace, Jillian, and Rodney on the biplane as everyone else is sitting in the garden.
What a day, huh? We've certainly learned a lot and changed a lot, haven't we now? So, what's next for you? I'll go back to my modeling agency. I've missed a ton of work thanks to this wedding. What about you? Well, I do a ton of odd jobs here and there, and actually, a modeling agency hired me to be a photographer. So maybe we'll see each other around. Maybe we will.
Okay, Catherine. Table read is Monday at 9. Don't be late. I won't let you down, Mr. Felsing.
I always cry at weddings.
Me too.
Try to keep yourselves together. I experienced this a lot with Madam Trottingham. What about you with your partner?
Oh, only at weddings. Do you, Rodney Malloy, take Jillian Mathergraff to be your lawfully wedded wife? I do. And do you, Jillian Mathergraff, take Rodney Malloy to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Then, by the power of the states except Oklahoma, Arkansas, West Virginia, and a couple counties in Kentucky, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Woo! Now let's fly. The plane exits. Oh, what a day! The curtain goes down.
What a day indeed. In the end, Jillian learned about how God's love is what really matters, and we should love Him above all others. The Guardian and Alfonso learned that focusing on shallow things won't make you happy in the end. I mean, it will for now, but it won't last. But the virtues of God always will, and they'll make everything better in the end. Finally, Mr. Feldzig learned the power of true personal love over superficial fame and attention. Now, I hope this explains just what it means to have your priorities in order, but if that's not enough, where's the Bible? Aha! Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what the will of God is, and what is good, and acceptable, and perfect. Romans 12:2. This further proves my point, and I don't think I need to explain it. Now, before we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the cast of the Slumbering Guardian! The cast comes out and bows in this order. Ace, the creditors, Mr. Feldzig and Catherine, Madame Trottingham and Minion, Alfonso and the Guardian, Greg, and Rodney and Julian.
Remember, God made you special.
And He loves you very much. Bye!
And that's a wrap, everybody!